Hi guys, welcome back to another episode. I'm going to talk a little bit about materials. We're really lucky in Italy that there is a wealth of quite good materials, and we're in the process of choosing what we'd like to have on the floorings. So for tiles throughout in this house. When we do the other house, I think we'll probably look at woods for floors, but in this house tiles feels correct and in keeping with what there is. We're going to keep the upstairs tiles. We haven't touched those as part of the renovation. So we did have to kind of work around things like the plumbing. We had to work around it a little bit to not damage any of the tiles. The back bedroom we had to pull some up, but we'll recoup those and use them again. They're sitting outside on a pallet ready to be cleaned and worked back in. But these are original state. They're a bit lumpy and wonky, but they're beautiful, and it would be a shame to remove them. So downstairs we're going to use these, and we found these at a local reclamation yard. He also deals in new products. These are a new terracotta tile, and we'll use these throughout the downstairs, so in the living room and in the kitchen as well. Also sourced from Italy, a little bit further away, are these really nice hand-cut stone tiles. They come in a couple of sizes, and in the ensuite front bedroom, the bathroom for the front bedroom, we'll be using these lighter tiles. It's a really nice light space, it's got a window. And then in the shower basin, we'll tile with these, just a smaller version. And then in the downstairs bathroom, we'll also tile with these. These are really nice. They're nice and kind of marbled. They've got some little holes and some nice texture to them. Then in the back bathroom, which doesn't have a window, and that's the bathroom which is a bit bigger, it's got a bath, obviously it's ventilated, but we wanted this kind of cosy, dark, luxury feeling space, so we're going to use these darker tiles from the same stonemason. We're really happy with these as well. They've got a nice bit of marbling, they're really interesting to look at, they feel really good. And these will need treated again in the bathroom, like any tile needs treating. And then otherwise, we move into plastering. We'd like to use a lime plaster, which has some nice texture to it, nothing too straight and clean. And we'll probably do a colour on the bottom. We won't use any sills on the bottom. We'll just use a coloured part and then a lighter part above is the idea for now. We're a little way off kind of painting and things, but that's kind of the plan at the moment. Another's plan. What's these? Oh, sorry.
There's a mama's.
And we having a picnic here? So today, some big updates going on. We're just with our carpenter having a look at the designs for the frames and the doors and the windows. He's blocked all the wood, which is larch, and Hannah's just having a look through that. We have subfloors in, which is amazing. I'll show you around. And we're really happy. Everything's going really quick.
Con le stesse caratteristiche. Allora qua dobbiamo decidere.
Okay.
Io qui di nuovo ti ho fatto, diciamo, il profilo più largo per mettere la serratura, che quindi tu puoi entrare e uscire. È un po' pesante perché tutto il vetro appoggia.
Sì.
Queste due qui le apri tranquillamente.
Ma è possibile uno e poi due?
Sì.
Allora o più così.
Queste qui quando le apri tutto, questa risvolta qui, l'altra, e staranno un pochettino in questa posizione, non va tutto contro il muro perché questo battente qui si sovrappone all'altro, per cui sovrapponendo qui hai 10 cm di legno, per cui lui si rivolta, ma si rivolterà tanto così, non proprio qui, ma in questa posizione.
Okay. So what Rodolfo was trying to do with me because we want to have this same look as the old windows, that, you know, it's not like one big modern piece of glass that we're going to put in. We want to keep these little panes of glass with the little wooden dividers down the centre and then dividing it.
Yeah.
We had to decide whether we would divide it in 3 or in 4.
Right.
These doors have become really big now, so they're going to be divided in 4.
Because otherwise they'd be kind of oblongs.
Yeah, or the pane of glass would become a strange shape.
Yeah, not so square.
But then the windows upstairs are quite small, so we'll divide those into 3s.
Yeah.
And this is the thickness that we're going to have. And the shape too.
Will that be the depth of how much it sticks out?
I don't know that part actually. I guess bigger because these are single pane and we're obviously doing double glazing. But what I was worried about is that this wood might take away from our view.
Yeah.
But this is only divided by 3 and it's only coming up to here. But imagine that we're actually going all the way up with 4 panes of glass, so the 4 panes will be quite big.
Yeah, it's become quite a big door, hasn't it?
Yeah, I think it's going to be really nice. I think it's going to look like original still, but also a bit modern because of the height of the window.
Yeah. Just having a look at swatches of colours for eventual. This isn't a paint, it's a wash, right?
Yeah, so you can actually either get this colour mixed up as a lime plaster.
Yeah.
Or a lime paint. So we can decide when the kind of rough finish of plaster goes on.
Yeah.
Whether we want to plaster with a trowel with these colours, or
so you get like that
do sort of a lime wash brush over the top of the plaster that we have.
Yeah. Let's have a look at that with the tile. This is our bathroom tile. Yeah, really nice. Because those are sort of doing like opposite to what the other rooms are doing. You're getting a terracotta feel on the walls,
yeah,
and then a different one on the floor.
Yeah, exactly. So what I'm asking them to do is mix into this a bit of cacio pesto, which is actually ground up terracotta tiles.
Yeah.
Just like 10-15% of cacio pesto to hopefully get a colour that's a little bit darker and a little bit pinker. Like this, even at the back. We're not that far away.
Yeah, we're close.
But I just like that this is
just jumps out a little bit more.
Less yellowy.
Yeah.
And it has like a bit more like shades inside of it, like light and dark tones. I don't want anything too uniform. I want it to look like a little bit older already, not too new.
Yeah.
Like it's been here for a while.
They have been telling us that will age in time. Just so you know where we are. That's the Locale Tecnico, which will have a render on it. And that's what we're having a look at.
And then this same colour we'll use to do like window frames, like plaster window frames, and sort of like a plaster, almost like a large skirting board around the bottom of the house.
Yeah,
and also
so window surrounds
the house as well.
And then lower down. When you have exposed brick like that, then they like to do around the windows so you can open and close the shutters properly. And then you do a kind of strip along the bottom to protect from the damp coming up from the floor.
So trials we're going to do is one trial mix a bit of cacio pesto in.
Yep. One
trial, which I'm not so keen on, but I think they can just control it easier, is mix in like a bit of pink like paint colouring. And then he said there's 2 other types of lime in the area that might be closer to what we like.
Yeah.
One's actually kind of like called a lime of Monferrato, and it's the one that they use in all of the old buildings. And it's a bit more dark than this.
They were calling it TD something. They've got like codes, haven't they?
Yeah, T200 Monferrato.
But it'd be interesting to see if that's something we can go with.
Yeah. I mean, this is definitely the right colour in terms of what we've currently got for the pointing.
Yeah.
I just find it when you see it on a big surface like this, for me I find it a bit like vanilla ice cream.
Yeah, it's quite creamy, isn't it?
Yeah.
I waited for you. You were so busy with your ants. You didn't hear me? You want to come back up with me? Are these too light?
I like the lighter ones. I like the mix. I think the mix of colours nice.
Okay.
They also, and like that, we could use the roof tiles to make so we can make a little home for insects.
That sounds nice.
A really good idea.
These tiles here that we're taking, Romy, are going to go onto our your little tiny house that the builders have made next to the White House.
Oh, Talk about ants.
When we take it out.
See, these ones seem to have got the worst of the wear, but they're also kind of pretty,
Yeah.
even in their wear. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Do you think only 20?
200.
200. You've
Yeah.
got a nice big black smudge on your
Perfect.
eyebrow.
Hey, what's on your
I'm not
eyebrow?
wearing the right t-shirt for this.
What was on his eyebrow?
A
Bit
smudge.
Of, black smudging.
Where are smudges?
Some of these even look quite new, but that one's cracked.
Well, can I show you what are some? Now, Papa,
So
what
many.
are stinging nettles?
Yeah, so look, these are a good example right here, Ron.
That's